man's eyes ever seen sufferings more terrible?
Mine have not.
What mania, what insanity has turned your brain, man of all sorrows?
Some demon of the night, some destructive impulse in man, prowling silently round you, waiting its chance.
Has sprung within human strength, howling at your throat. I am fascinated and repelled, in a trance of horror and pity. I want to watch your pain and to turn from it.
I want to learn from your torment, but I shudder at what the knowledge might mean.
Pity, someone. I can't see where my legs are taking me. Is that my voice, floating like a ghost in front of my face? The punishment begins here. Where will the end be?
A place unspeakable to men's ears. Horrors too dreadful for human eyes to see.
Dark now. All dark. This nightmarish blackness surrounds me. I shall never see daylight again. A black cloud, a thick fog, forever enfolds me like a cloak. The pain in my eyes, dear gods, grinds sharper. But the pain in my memory cuts deeper.
This is his life now, to suffer twice over. The body's sharp pain and the mind's dull ache.
My friends, are you there? You don't desert me. Still loyal, still kind. You stay with me, although I am blind. You give me your care. I have no eyes now to see your face, but I know that you're here by the sound of your voice.
Your mutilated eyes. What darkness in your mind? What demon could bring you to such despair?
Apollo, my friends! Apollo the god! His power determined my agony, but these eyes were blinded by my own hands. Why have eyes to see my own degradation and misery?
This is the truth, simple and hard.
And the earth's loveliness, or all its beauty, comfort eyes like mine. What music could I hear to soothe such pain? What could I ever see or hope to see to bring relief or cure? Waste no more time. Take me from the city. No one has ever been more damned. No pity for the man all men curse and the gods abhor.
The pain in the flesh is doubled in the mind. Ignorance made you happy. The truth has made you blind.
Damn the man who saw my ankles bleed and cut me free from those straps. His mercy only made things worse. I should have died. Did I live for this agony? And for those that love me, a lifetime of misery?
better a child's grave on the mountainside.
Now my name will be known forever. My father's killer, my mother's lover, born to cause suffering and to suffer. Will there be any horror or shame not synonymous with Oedipus' name, or ever a man more damned? No, never.
You bring blindness and exile on your own head by this action.
You would have been better dead.
Oh! You must never say that. Never. What has happened here has happened for the best. Don't dare tell me otherwise. If I could see, how could I look my father in the face when I meet him in the underworld? Oh, my mother, no death could be punishment enough for the horror of what I have done to her. Oh, my children whom I love, what pleasure for me to see their faces again, conceived as they were conceived. My eyes are a father's eyes. What would they see? And this marvelous city in which I was born, the greatest among men, if I had eyes, I could still see its palaces and temples, which by my own edict, my own folly, my own insane determination, are forbidden the murderer of Laius, the unclean thing that all men turn away from, and the gods hate, I mean myself. With eyes in my head, how could I look anyone in the face, even the Theban people in the streets? My hearing, too, these ears. If I'd known a way to block up these receivers, or cut them off from every sound the world makes, I'd have done that too, without regrets, to make a prison cell of my own mind, in solitary confinement from the world. No sight or sound of all these horrors could touch me there. That would be peace. The wastelands of Kithyron, like a nurse, cradled me, kept me alive for this. Trees, gullies, naked rocks, you should have let me die. You preserved me to parade before the world the well-kept secret of who my father was, and who my mother, and Corinth, my childhood home, and Polybus and Merope, whom I loved and thought my parents. How could you imagine what a corrupt man your open-faced boy would become in his age? If ever a rosebud was soggy and rotten within, if ever an apple was filthy with maggots, let these images describe me in my youth, born damned, among the damned, and that triple junction under the trees. That overgrown place where three roads meet. Do the trees still remember? And the shaded pathways, what happened there? Whose blood was spilt? My father's, my own. On the way to Thebes I was that day. And what acts I did when I got there on the dead man's wife. Entering so joyfully the same passage that gave me exit into the world. Sowing my seed in the warm earth when I was germinated. A marriage for a monster. Father, brother, son, bride, wife, mother, children, sisters, all confused, horribly mingled in a liaison too filthy to give a name to, too corrupt to be remembered with anything but loathing. No more then. Nothing. What should never have been done should never be spoken of. Take me away, quickly, for God's sake.
Phil is coming.
It's up to him now to deal with you.
He will advise